Rachel McAdams was born in Canada in 1978. Blessed with a winning smile and pleasing cuteness rather than classical beauty, McAdams's breakthrough role came in as the female lead in the 2004 adaptation of Nicholas Sparks's The Notebook. To the delight of tabloid newspapers and fans of melodrama the world over, for McAdams and her co-star Ryan Gosling, life briefly imitated art, the pair's relationship playing out in the glare of the media spotlight. Chastened by the experience, McAdams has in recent times sought a lower profile, though continues to work with some of the industry's top talent, featuring in the films of Guy Ritchie, Woody Allen, Terrence Malick and Rachel Adams is a communications manager at Soda Inc., building the brand and pressing the flesh with the creative and the corporate, ensuring the hub is a hive of activity and mixing far fewer metaphors than I. Though her topic tonight involves large-scale, serious budget weddings, it is not true that she jilted either Ryan Gosling or Michael Sheen at the altar. Rachel Adams.
Thanks, Richard. I wouldn't mind getting a piece of Ryan Gosling, though. So, now I work with Bianca, and she talked me into this. So she said, just make it interesting. So let's see how it goes. I got married earlier this year, March. I'm going to talk to you tonight about how to create a 3-day wedding, 3 locations, 250 guests for under $10,000. So it's a joke. But so once you have the location, you've got your date, you've got your celebrant, then you can get started and start inviting people. So you've got to start pulling in your friends. You've got to call all your favours. So I talked to my brother into designing our wedding invite, and then once the engagement party came around, I had them all ready so that I could hand them out in one place, so that you're not spending weeks trying to find people's addresses and having to send it out. So our friends, we had a big party on the Raglan Harbour in the Waihinimoa Moa boat. Everyone chipped in $50 each, so it wasn't a big cost to us. I think it was about $500 that we laid out for food and things like that. I'm a big planner, so next step was to build a website. I used Weebly, which is a free website building, and I bought the domain name rachandtrent.com for $10. So it just takes time and a little bit of hard work, but it's really important for your guests to be able to find all the information they need. Now, depending on what bridesmaids and groomsmen you pick will depend on the type of hens and stags do that you have. Ours, we were tortured for 3 days, both with ours, so Trent's over there hiding in the corner. But it's a lot of fun, and that didn't cost us either, because we had 10, so I had 10 bridesmaids, and Trent had 10 groomsmen, and they all sort of pitched in and did the hen stew, and my friend made my dress, our headpieces. The girls bought all their own dresses. They could get whatever they want, sort of in a whitey colour, and to get their own shoes. But it's a great help. They help me with all the food. They help me with everything. So also getting your guests to be involved in everything, it really makes a big difference, and people, I think, remember it a lot more as well, because often you turn up to a wedding, you don't do a thing, and then you leave, you're like, oh, that was great, I got really drunk and had a great time, but you don't really remember it ongoing. This is Grandad Adams. This is Trent's granddad, and he's owned this 1950s Oxford Morris for I think 60 years now. And this was our wedding car, so the outlay of cost wasn't a lot. It was nothing. It was Granddad brought both me and Trent up at separate times. In terms of responsibilities, we split. So Trent was in charge of the ceremony, and I was in charge of everything else. So he actually surprised me and sang me up the aisle, which I thought my friend was going to be doing it, but. Things like the ceremony is, it's a really important part, and I think a lot of people glaze over it. They're like, let's get it out of the way and just get on the piss. So, And this was the location. I mean, we're so blessed in New Zealand. We have so many amazing locations that we can use for free. This was a family friend's piece of land on the edge of a cliff, and we just had to sort of do a bit of DIY, put a bit of effort in, scrub it up nicely, and it came out really well. Same with the photography. You just got to walk around your location and find something that is going to return some amazing photographs. In terms of photography, I think it is one of the most important aspects of a wedding, and it goes so fast. I mean, ours lasted for 3 days, but you got to have some good memories. Now this makes it look like we're rich, but we broke ass. But my sister and her partner are a helicopter pilot, and part of their wedding gift to us was to deliver us to the reception in a chopper. So using wedding gifts is always a good idea to incorporate into the experience of a wedding. Talking more about the photography, we were lucky enough to get Perspectives, which I don't know if any of you know them, but they're actually from Hamilton, but they're based in Auckland now, Isaac and Amber. I think Perspectives is probably one of the best wedding photographers in New Zealand. They're really starting to make a name for themselves, and they just create amazing things. And my bridesmaid worked for them, so we managed to sort of make a deal, and I think it cost about $500 to get them, but they're a lot more than that. But I used my experience and my skills, and we did a contra deal. So they did me a deal and I did them a deal. So if you're planning your own wedding, then just you fall on your skill set and see how you can help out, and that way you'll be able to get some good return. So really start making friends with lots of people that are going to be able to provide build a wedding that. So if you're thinking of getting married, really pick your friends carefully, and also and choose your bridesmaids, the ones that are really going to help, not cause any drama, and same with the boys. I think the boys had a pretty good time. They got drunk most of the time. So choose your girls wisely. In terms of the sort of setup and the outdoor, there were these little things that you can do that really go a long way. Like my mum made this teepee out of old sheets, from the dump probably. And we called on our friend who's a lighting designer. He has this house full of fairy lights, so we use them, put them all through the trees, and they're really effective. We all did our own food. I think the biggest cost out of the whole thing was alcohol. I think we spent $3,000 on alcohol out of a $10,000 wedding. So we all had a great time. But yeah, really, the decorations and things like that. You can use things from that are around. Jars and just whatever, trees and things like that. This was day 2. So day 2 was the festival day. So this was another location, and our friend is a scaffolder, so he built us a stage. We got in the lighting. We got in the sound, which was about $500. And then we have a bunch of friends that are musicians, so they played a gig, a whole set night. Instead of a thank you card, we're sending out wedding magazines instead to all of our people, and it's just something nice that they can keep that won't go in the bin, because typically cards will end up in the bin. But I guess the moral of the story is really pick your friends, and really it's a collaborative effort. Is going to be something that everyone will remember. It's me.